Hi to all, welcome to Chemistry Online. In previous class we discussed about quantum numbers, which is very important. So types of quantum numbers and what is their values and significance we discussed. Now we are going to discuss shapes of orbitals. Shapes of orbitals, very important one. Shapes of orbitals. Shapes of orbitals. So orbital shape is decided by based on probability curves. The curves can be drawn probability function, then you may get where the probability of finding electron is a maximum, that gives corresponding shape. So shapes of orbitals we are going to discuss. For example, first one, s orbital. S orbital. So if you take s orbital, due to one m value is 0 for s orbital, it gives one orientation along x, y, z axis. Okay, see here, it is the nucleus. It is the nucleus. Electron cloud, it is the x, y, z axis. So in s orbital, electron cloud is oriented equally from the nucleus in all directions. Means electron cloud is equally oriented from the nucleus in all directions. Though, so this is electron cloud, it is oriented, means it is spreading like this. So the shape of the, it is a x, it is a y, it is a z. The shape of the s orbital is a spherical. So here, whenever L equal to 0, the orbital designated as s orbital. The shape of s orbital is spherical. Why it is a spherical? Means it is the nucleus, no electrons. Nucleus, around the nucleus, electrons revolve around the nucleus. So if you see in s orbital, electron density is like this, equally distributed from the nucleus in all directions in s orbital. That's why the shape of the s orbital is a spherical. When L value is 0, m value equal to 0. So due to m value 0 means it is one value. Due to L value 0, m value also 0. Hence s orbital give, hence s orbital give one orientation along x, y, z axis. Hence s orbital give one orientation due to one m value. Hence s orbital give one orientation. See, if you give one orientation along x, y, z is the same. That's why it gives along x, y, z axis only one orientation. One orientation means one revolving. So here we may say example, n is equal to 1, L is equal to 0 for 1s. So m is m equal to 0. So n is equal to 2, L is equal to 0 for 2s, m value 0. N value will be changes, but L value, m value does not changes. So n is equal to 3, then L value 0 for 3s, m value 0. So L values, m values does not change. It is the shape of s orbital. Okay. Next, p orbital. P orbital. Okay. What is the shape of p orbital means? Whenever L is equal to 0, the orbital designated as p orbital. Whenever L is equal to 0, the orbital designated as p orbital, 2p orbital, 2p orbital or p orbital. L is equal to 1. Whenever L is equal to here 0, whenever L is equal to 1, the orbital designated as a p orbital, whatever it may be, 2p, 3p, whatever it may be. Next, the shape of the p orbital is the shape of p orbital is a dumbbell. Why it is a dumbbell means, see here, it is a x-axis, it is a y-axis, and it is a z-axis. So it is a z, y, x. It is the nucleus. It is the nucleus. So here electron cloud is oriented both sides of the nucleus. It forms two lobes. P orbital having two lobes either side of the nucleus, means it is the nucleus. It having two lobes like this either side of the nucleus. That's why the shape of the p orbital is a dumbbell. And then next, when L value equal to 1, m equal to -1, 0, +1. So how many values? 3 values. 3 values. 1, 2, 3, 3 values. Due to 3 values, hence s orbital give one orientation here. Hence p orbital give 3 orientations. P orbital give 3 orientations. So it forms 3 orbitals, px, py, pz. How many orientations means that much of orbitals can be formed in that subshell. P orbitals gives 3 orientations means 3 orbitals are formed. So hence s orbital give one orientation like this. For example, L is equal to, means n is equal to 2. N is equal to 2 means L is equal to 1. For 2p, m value what happened? -1, 0, +1. N is equal to 3, then L is equal to 1. for n is equal to 1 only for p orbital, for 3p orbital, m is equal to minus 1, 0, plus 1. So n is equal to 3, l is equal to 1 for 3p, m is equal to like this. Okay. Now shapes of px, py, pz orbitals we are going to discuss. Now shapes. If you take px orbital shape, it is a x axis, it is a z, and it is a y, it is a x. Then lobes are on x axis for p orbital like this. Like this. It is a lobe. So it is a electrons. These are electron clouds. Electron cloud is like this for px orbital. Then py, z, y, x. Now electron cloud is on y axis, means two lobes are on y axis. Okay, like this. This is electrons, electron cloud. Okay, like this. This is the way. Electrons, that is a py. And then pz, then pz. See here, I am taking three axes, x, y, and z, y, and z. Now for pz, electron cloud is on z axis. Electron cloud is on z axis. These are electrons. So px, py, pz. M value minus 1, 0, plus 1. It must be m is equal to plus or minus 1. It must be m is equal to plus or minus 1. It is m is equal to 0. So for pz, m value must be 0. For pz, m value must be 0. Okay. These are whenever L value is 1, designated as P, that is whatever it may be, 2P, 3P, 4P, 5P, 6P, L value does not change, M value does not change. So here the shape of the P orbital is a dumbbell, like this. Dumbbell, it is a spherical, like this. Got it? So this is about S and P orbitals. Any doubts? Then d orbital, tall. Then d orbitals. Next we are going to discuss d orbital. d orbital. Okay, so d orbital starts from third energy level. So L value is 2, N value is 3. So means whenever L value is equal to 2, the orbital designated as D, the orbital designated as a D. Next, the shape of the d orbital is a double dumbbell. It having 4 lobes either side of the nucleus. The shape of the d orbital is a double dumbbell. It having 4 lobes either side of the nucleus. Okay, going to show when L value equal to 2, M is equal to -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. So 5 values. How many values? 5 values. 5 values. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Due to 5 values, d orbital give 5 orientations in the space. Hence, d orbital give 5 orientations. 5 orientations. 5 orientations. Form 5 orbital, d orbital give 5 orientations. So 5 degenerate orbitals are formed. 5 degenerate orbitals. So dxy, dxz, dyz, dx square, y square, dz square. So are formed. Okay, so hence d orbital give 5 orientations, so are formed. Example, n is equal to 3, L is equal to 2 for 3D. So m values -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. N is equal to 4, L is equal to 2 for 4D. So m -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. So it is for 3D, for 4D like this. Now these dxy, dxz, dyz, dx square, y square, dz square are called degenerate orbitals. Why these are called degenerate orbitals means these 5 orbitals having similar energy. That's why these are called degenerate orbitals. Now first dxy, it is a x axis, it is a y axis. So now it having 4 lobes either side of the nucleus. Okay, going to show one lobe, one more lobe, one more lobe, one more lobe. These are electrons. Means for dxy, electron cloud is in between the axis, between x and y. Then dxz, so here I am taking x axis and it is a z axis. Now electron cloud is in between the axis. Electron cloud is in between the axis. This is nucleus. It is a nucleus. Electron cloud, it is electron cloud. Okay, this is the way. This is for dxz. Next dyz, dyz. This is y and it is z. Okay, now electron cloud is in between the axis. Same 1, 2, 3, 4. It is nucleus. This is electron cloud. This is for dxy, dxz, dyz. Next dx square y square. Here I am taking x axis and y axis. Now it forms 4 lobes, but the lobes are on the axis. For x on the axis like this, this is a nucleus. For y on the axis like this. Okay, these are electrons. Electron cloud, it is electron cloud. Electron cloud. Next dz square. It is different. It having different shape comparing to remaining 4 degenerate orbitals. Here I am taking x and it is z which is perpendicular to each other. It form a 2 lobes on z axis. It forms 2 lobes on z axis like this. It is nucleus, and one more smoke ring is formed. One more smoke ring is formed like this. Okay, so like this, it is a smoke ring. So this is a dz square. Here m value must be 0. Here it is plus or minus 2, plus or minus 2, plus or minus 1, plus or minus 1. M value. These are m values. These are m values. These are m values. Here must be 0. dz square must be 0. Stand. So this is the way shape of orbitals can be discussed. Here d having 5 orbitals now. D subshell having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is dxy, it is dxz, it is a dyz, it is a dx square, y square, it is a dz square. All these orbitals of d are called degenerate orbitals. Degenerate orbitals. Why these are called degenerate orbitals means they are having similar energy. These are called degenerate orbitals. Degenerate orbitals. Why these are called degenerate orbitals? Means having similar energy. Having similar energy. Okay, that's why these are called degenerate orbitals. It is a subshell, it is orbitals, degenerate orbitals. D subshell having 5 degenerate orbitals. This is briefly about d orbital. This is briefly about d orbital. Okay. Then we are going to discuss a f orbital. F orbital. F orbital. F orbital. Here I am going to take a F. F orbital. Okay. Then whenever L is equal to 3, the orbital designated as d orbital, f orbital. The orbital designated as a f orbital. Okay, f orbital. Okay, the shape of the orbital, the shape of f orbital is fourfold or complex. The shape of f orbital is fourfold or complex. Shape of f orbital is fourfold or complex. It is very complicated to draw. It's having 6 lobes. How many lobes? 6 lobes. Then when L is equal to 3, M equal to -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3. 7 values. How many values for f orbital? 7 values. Okay. Hence f orbital give 7 orientations. 7 orientations. Okay. For example, n is equal to 4, L is equal to 3 for 4f orbital. M values, M is equal to -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3. So n is equal to 5, L is equal to 3 for 5f. So M is equal to -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3. So this is for f orbital. Structure is not given, just is given. It's a name, fourfold or a complex. So this is about briefly shape of orbitals. Shape of orbitals. This is the way. Okay. So next tomorrow we will discuss. Okay, so this is briefly about shape of orbitals. Leaving